Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I am back. After a break for Ramadan, I asked you guys what video you wanted to see released next. And you asked for part 2 of the best halal food spots in New York. So here it is. If you're not subscribed yet, you miss out because I've just finished filming full city tours of Miami and Boston coming very soon. Man, I love the halal food scene in New York because it's not just fancy places like the Palestinian-owned brisket and fries house I'm going to show you. And yes, it was some of the best loaded fries I've ever had. But no, it's also because of all these quote-unquote street food places all over New York, like Halal Bros Grill that just hits the spot every single time. Yes, all that and more, including the largest wings you've ever seen, coming right up. Oh, and remember that world-famous kosher deli place that's not kosher anymore? Well, don't worry, because I found better in Brooklyn, and it's halal, alhamdulillah. So hope you're hungry. We start off with some chicken and fries at 375 Chicken and Fries, conveniently located in Manhattan, a walk away from Times Square. Now guys, let me just get the food doing the talking for a sec. Yep, it does taste as good as it looks. Crispy buttermilk fried chicken burgers in a potato bun and popcorn chicken in a number of flavors. You simply cannot go wrong. We went for their famous buffalo honey burger, covered in that delicious sriracha mayo and topped with hot Cheetos, of course. Along with that, I had to get chicken waffle, which is more of that buffalo honey chicken popcorn on that soft waffle. And finally, I had to take one for the table and grab another burger to show you. This is their barbecue ranch burger, Munster cheese, house ranch and pickles on that crispy buttermilk fried chicken inside a potato roll. Delicious. Next we go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn I found to be an interesting place just to walk around. It's that weird phase between complete gentrification and still having the ghetto spots. A little like what Shoreditch used to be back in the day. But you can't fault the array of halal spots here. Today we go back in time to David's Brisket House, Delhi. And yes, that is a big halal sign on the door. If you remember my last video, you know deli spots like this are part and parcel of the New York culture, with stacks of meat packed in sandwiches for every man, woman and nan to enjoy for lunch, or as a light snack, as Joey calls it in Friends. It's definitely not a fancy place, but you cannot fault the delicious cuts of meat present, from pastrami to brisket to corned beef. I went for the Reuben pastrami, which is delicious cuts of halal pastrami with melted Swiss cheese and Russian dressing on a toasted rye bread. Don't forget to bite into your pickle. Man, I'm actually craving this so badly right now. Anyways, I'll stop salivating for a sec whilst we go to number 3. And there's a reason I didn't go for the brisket at David's Brisket House, because we are heading to Canoon, known as New Jersey's best smoked meat restaurant. Once parked in the quiet neighborhood, you'll be greeted by a row of ovens where the brisket is slow cooked every day for up to 16 hours on hickory wood, apples and cherries. You know this is the real deal. Actually, you can smell this is the real deal as you walk up to the restaurant. The interior carries on that wooden theme, and since it's Palestinian owned, you see some Arabian sweets upon entry too, like baklava. But we were not here for dessert, we were here for that smoked meat. No, you want to be ordering this as a starter, known as the Canoon Chef Special Platter. You get a plate full of crispy fries, smothered in melted cheese, and the best part? Well, let me show you. Yep, I am salivating too. That is indeed already some of that slow cooked meat smoking under those fries. Let me tell you that although the rest of the meal was good, nothing really topped this starter. The combination of the meat marinade and juices, cheese and the fries were just out of this world. For mains we got their Angus beef smoked brisket and also their short ribs. The short ribs was definitely the winner of the two, despite the waiter nearly having a major fail there. It was juicy, smoky and full of flavor, literally fall off the bone. I also definitely recommend their freshly squeezed lemonade to help with those meat sweats. At number 4, we visit one of the fastest growing and highest rated halal food franchises of New York, known as Halal Bros Grill. I've been drooling over their Instagram page for months, and it was finally time to try it. We went to the one in Bronx, rated 4.8 on Google after nearly 500 reviews. Now, as a restaurant owner, I can tell you that is quite an achievement. They do classic chicken over rice dishes, but also famous for many jerk chicken items like the loaded fries we ordered. Now, here's the secret menu item you have to order. Whilst getting the jerk fries, get also a side portion of mac and cheese. And this is the result. Now, this is the definition of loaded fries, and also the reason I had to come back to the UK with a strict diet. The jerk chicken with the fries, dragon sauce, spicy white sauce, fresh greens, and finally that mac and cheese. So do you think we should experiment and bring this item into our own restaurant at Simply Smashed in East London? Let me know in the comments. Finally, the last place I wanted to mention is this very low-key halal spot that hasn't yet gone fully viral. So low-key, in fact, that I unfortunately only found out about it on my return. But no reason why you can't enjoy it. Located in the heart of Brooklyn is BK Halal Grill. Now, this spot is very different. It brings cuisines and cultures all together in one kitchen, all halal, cooking up fresh soul food dishes. They have these humongous juicy turkey wings, slow cooked for 3 hours, packed with flavors. Curry goat with rice and peas. And if you're still in the mood for loaded fries, they have their special oxtail mac and cheese fries with jerk chicken, proper soul food. There's also jerk chicken quesadillas packed with cheese and Alfredo pasta. And also on the theme of Mexican, they have oxtail empanadas. Man, I have to check this next time I'm in town, inshallah. Let me know if you've tried it. And that concludes part 2 of the best new halal spots of New York. I know it was a very meaty one, but hey, I'm sure there's a vegan tour of New York somewhere on YouTube, right? I'll see you on the next one, where we do a complete tour of the city GTA was based on, Miami in Florida. Until then, I'll see you. Assalamu alaikum.